Hello, friends. 837 days of war between Russia and Ukraine. The important points as happening in the war zone. In south on Kherson front, there's yet another information of Ukrainians withdrawing from Krinky Brizhet. However, it is not yet substantiated. Zaporizhia front towards Rebotin Verbov. No changes. Remivki salient. Russians have advanced 100 meters towards Eurozone. Fight for Staromayorsky is continuing. In east on Marinka front, Russians are in process of clearing Vremivka and Georgievka. Russian army is advancing slowly though towards Konstantinivka, and it will take time before the fight for this establishment starts. In the meantime, it advanced 100 meters towards Pobeda. North of Marinka, that is Krasnogorivka, heavy fight continuing. Avdiivka front, Russians have advanced on the outskirts of Karlovka. However, no changes towards Yasnobrodovka. They advanced almost 200 meters inside Sokol, and Ukrainians' counterattack on the outskirts of Novo-Alexandrovka did not bear any fruit. However, Russians advanced almost 200 meters between Novo-Alexandrovka and Arkhangelsk. They also advanced 100 meters towards Kalinovo. The Russian army are advancing and continuing their ground offensive operations towards Novopokrovsky, and fight is on the eastern outskirts. Bakhmut Chasiv Yar. Russians advanced on the eastern outskirts of Chasiv Yar and made good gains in the Canal microdistrict neighborhood and also inside. As far as north of Kalinovka, Bogdanovka is concerned, Russians made some gains. North of Soledar Sives sector, no changes. Coming to northeast, that is Kharkov direction. In Liman Krimina direction, Russians carried out raids on the outskirts of Zhuravaka Gali, that is west of Golikofo, no changes. In Kupian Swato direction, Russian army captured Ivanivka and also advanced inside Novoselivsky 200 meters. In the northern war zone, that is north of Kharkov or Slobozansky direction, Ukrainians carried out offensive operations towards Glubokovka in Lipsty direction, no changes. Heavy fight is continuing within Volchansk center. Russians struck many Ukrainian targets deeper inside Ukraine like Kharkov and Kiev, while Ukrainians carried out massive drone attacks in many parts of Russian Federation. For the first time, they hit military airfield Mozdek in North Ossetia, and as per the information, damaged 3 Tu-22 M3 and MiG-31M bombers and fighters. They also hit a substation in Krasnodar region. It can be seen that last few weeks, in fact for months, the Ukrainians' counterattack or war of attrition side has increased quite a lot and is reaching deeper inside Russian regions. Palestine Israel Middle East, North Gaza, no special changes. In central Gaza, massive shelling of populated area by IDF continues. Then they move towards Nuseirat and reported release of 4 hostages. However, there are reports that almost 200 Palestinians, basically civilians, were killed. Southern Gaza, Rafah direction, IDF has reached coast, coastal regions and cut off Gaza from Egypt completely. Some news from African continent. US has announced beginning of a complete withdrawal of its troops from Niger, leaving its military bases behind, which also includes drone base with runway. Russian troops are already in Niger, which is rich with uranium mines. Lavrov, in the meantime, has concluded African tour, which includes Guinea, Republic of Congo, Burkina Faso, and Chad. Will revolution start in African continent or maybe even in Latin American countries? Because of patriotic feelings rise and anti-imperialist movement, of course, mixed with the local issues like chronic unemployment, poverty, lack of education, health services, and housing, and discrimination. Well, that's all for the day. Thank you, friends.